everybody. It's Friday, Major League Baseball. I'm Tony George, that good-looking guy with the ball cap on. That is Sean Salisbury, host of the Sean Salisbury Show on iHeartRadio, and, of course, one of the best Twitter follows anywhere on the planet, at Sean Unfiltered. So be sure and go over and check out Sean and go listen to his radio show. Sean, I know the NL West is a division near and dear to your heart. You're a SoCal boy. I know you've been a kind of a Dodgers fan. I know you're down there in Houston now, so you have a lot to be excited about there. But right. San Francisco I knew something was wrong yesterday when they were only laying $1.45 in that game. I took them anyway, and I drank the Kool-Aid, and they lost 3-5 against the AAA Arizona Diamondbacks. And actually, if you take a look at this game here, Sean, it's a good pitching matchup between Alex Wood and Zach Gallen. It's a good pitching matchup. These guys are damn near equal. Last time Gallen faced San Francisco, he had a rough day. He went 2.2 innings, gave up 4 hits and 4 runs. Wood's been pretty good against Arizona this year. Both starts against him, he went 6 innings. He did give up 8 hits, but only 1 run the first time around. And then the next time he gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. I guess my question to you is, what's going on with San Francisco right now? Because they're 0-4 their last 4. This is a crucial series for them against a beatable team, even though they're on the road, Sean, because, they only got a half game up on the Dodgers right now, and only 2.5 games up on San Diego. And this is an opportunity because, don't forget, the competition, the Los Angeles Dodgers, is at the Red Hot Nationals all weekend. They're actually taking a look at Max Scherzer tonight, too. So the chances of them winning are 50-50 or less at best right now. So this is a huge bounce-back game, minus 145. The total is 8.5. Your thoughts on what's going on right now with San Francisco? Just one of those mid-season lulls?
Yeah, and Tony, it's a great point. And they are one of the great surprises this year.
Yeah.
And they're playing in the division. Think about this. You can flip. I mean, can you imagine that and these that how we think 162 games that, a game here, a game here isn't critical. Well, if you're a great team, you're going to lose 60, in a season. But you got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat, Tony. And with the Padres and the Dodgers, we know they're not going away. People kind of expect the Giants to fall, but they're not. They're competing other than this losing streak. Now, we just faced that in Houston, Tony. They won like 11 or 12 in a row, and then Baltimore comes waltzing into town, right? And they lose 3 in a row to the Baltimore Orioles in Minute Maid Park. And so it is. It's the midseason lull, and it's a long season. You're going to go through these. The key is they can't fester. And it's time for the Giants. And the Giants will take care of their business today. And here's what I do know as well, is great teams raise their ability against really good teams. Like if you're the Giants playing the Padres or the Dodgers, you must raise it because playoff teams are good teams. But a character of a team is judged by over the course of a season. How do you play against teams you're supposed to kick their ass? And they're supposed to kick Arizona's ass. I don't care where it's played. So, listen, credit to Arizona, but 4 in a row, and finally last night you saw Altuve homer, and he turned them around. I fully expect the Giants to get back on a winning train. I like them in this one, and you don't want to go into this weekend a 5th one and a 6th one because if you're fortunately where they are, but at some point in time they're going to be chasing probably the Dodgers and the Padres, and you've got to win these games because there's no easy pathway to winning a pennant or a division in the National League.
Well, you were a quarterback in the NFL for the Minnesota Vikings. When you played Detroit, you knew you had to beat Detroit. Green Bay on deck, Chicago on deck, maybe a road trip to New England, whatever was going on back when you were playing San Francisco back in your day. You got to go play Steve Young in a week. Do the coaches motivate? You were in a locker room with a bunch of players. You're in your 20s. Hey, we're playing Detroit this weekend. They're 0-9. We're 6-3 and rolling here. We got a game on deck with Green Bay next week. How does a team motivate themselves? How do players stay frosty? I guess it's easier when you lose to a nobody. Like if you were to lose to Detroit the first time around and play them the second time around in the conference. But it is sometimes very difficult to get up for a bottom feeder.
in the middle of the summer too, Tony. You know that could be
Yeah.
it's 162 of them, and in football. And the problem with Detroit was, Tony, even though we were supposed to win, Barry Sanders was on that team. So you imagine how much that it was always. Oh, there we should beat him, but that dude who wears number 20 is pretty damn good. So the truth, and you know this, Tony, in football, and it's in baseball too. The difference between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and let's say the Jacksonville Jaguars is a quarterback, about 3 or 4 other players, and about 8 to 10 plays a game. And that's how you had to look at it. So sometimes it's a speech from a coach. Sometimes it's a coach walking in saying, the other team's getting paid too. I don't care who we're playing. And it's part, I think the players in leadership has a lot to do with that. And it's incumbent upon those guys to take care of it. Because you know what? Those same guys you're playing against may end up being on your team, and they may not have as many stars, but they got some pride too. And I expect Arizona to act like that. And any team that's getting their butt kicked, the Giants are a better team, and they should take care of their business in this one. But you're right. Motivation becomes you've got to dig down deep. It's a cliche, but it's a fact when you're playing against teams you're supposed to beat. Plus, it's the individual pride too. You don't want to be the guy and be the reason your team lost.
Yeah, that's one thing about this scenario tonight versus you playing at the Vikings is the wound is fresh from yesterday.
Amen.
And I'll guarantee you that manager's in there going, hey, we're a half game up on LA here. We got San Diego breathing down our neck. They're in a winnable series this weekend. LA may struggle, against because the Nationals are just, what were they, 14-3 in June or something. They got Scherzer on the hill tonight. Do the math. But at the end of the day here, I think coming off a loss, and any loss to Arizona right now is embarrassing. And being able to recapture, being able to, maybe you weren't focused going into that game, but I'll damn near guarantee you they'll be focused tonight. And Alex Woods had good success against them. I'm with you. I like San Francisco. Little chalky at -145, but worth the stretch in my mind. He's Sean Salisbury. Sean, by the way, have a great 4th of July weekend. Anything fun on deck? I know you moved into a new house.
Yeah, I'm going to do some yard work, get it done, but, grill and do all that. This is a Mount Rushmore holiday for me. My dad was 82nd Airborne in the Army. I love our military. I love our country. I love Lee Greenwood's God Bless America. I'm cheesy when it comes to that. So whether it's Christmas or Thanksgiving, this to me, July 4th is family and friends and celebration. I love this holiday. Thank you. You be safe, have fun, and I can't wait for the weekend. Plus, we get a little time off on Monday, so that works too.
There you go, folks. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Get on the Giants tonight. Get over to Doc's. Come see us there. The free $60 link description below. Enjoy the winter tonight.